If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. This isn't just advice, it's a warning. Warren Buffett, the man worth over $130 billion, started with just $100 at age 11. What he learned as a kid could change how you see money forever. Before he became the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett wasn't born rich. He was a shy boy from Omaha, Nebraska. At 6 years old, he sold chewing gum and soda door to door. At 11, he bought his first stock, 3 shares of City Service, and learned a painful lesson when he sold too early. By his teenage years, he was delivering newspapers and running small side hustles, earning more than most adults in his neighborhood. This wasn't luck. It was discipline, curiosity, and an obsession with learning about money. Buffett read every finance book in his public library twice. At 19, he discovered Benjamin Graham's The Intelligent Investor, which changed his life. He learned that wealth comes from buying great businesses, not chasing quick money. Buffett started small partnerships, compounded every dollar, and refused to spend on luxuries, even as his net worth grew into the millions. Buffett's roadmap to wealth, actionable lessons. Here's what Warren Buffett wants you to know, explained in detail. Invest in yourself first. Your skills are your greatest asset. Buffett says, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Take courses, learn to communicate better, develop expertise that no one can take away. If you become 10% more valuable each year, your earning power compounds just like money in a bank account. Live below your means. Buffett never upgraded his lifestyle to match his wealth. He didn't let money burn a hole in his pocket. Saving aggressively, even when you earn little, creates capital you can invest. And capital is freedom. Avoid debt at all costs. Buffett warns that high-interest credit card debt and personal loans can destroy your financial future. He says, if you're smart, you're going to make a lot of money without borrowing. Pay off what you owe first, then invest. Buy and hold great businesses. Look for companies with strong fundamentals, consistent profits, good leadership, and products people will still use in 20 years. Avoid hype stocks or industries you don't understand. Buffett built his fortune by holding companies like Coca-Cola and American Express for decades. Be patient. Buffett says, wealth builds up like a snowball rolling downhill. Trying to get rich quickly usually ends in disaster. Compounding needs time. The earlier you start and the longer you wait, the bigger your snowball becomes. Read constantly. Buffett spends more than 5 hours a day reading newspapers, reports, and books. He believes knowledge is like compound interest. The more you accumulate, the more it pays off over time. Choose your friends wisely. Buffett says, you will move in the direction of the people you associate with. Surround yourself with people who are smarter, disciplined, and ethical. Their habits will rub off on you. Stay calm in crises. When markets crash, most people panic and sell. Buffett does the opposite. He made billions buying when others were fearful, because great businesses temporarily go on sale during downturns. Warren Buffett often says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Someone is sitting in the shade right now because someone else had the vision and the discipline to start early. But Buffett didn't just talk about trees. He lived this philosophy. At 11 years old, he bought his first stock. At 13, he was running a newspaper delivery route and filing his first tax return. He once joked, I started investing at age 11, and I was wasting my time before that. So what's his challenge to you? Buffett warns, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Passive income, compound growth, and disciplined investing aren't luxuries, they're necessities. He also says, do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. In other words, flip your priorities. Pay yourself first, then live on the rest. This one mental shift separates those who build wealth from those who chase it their entire lives. Buffett's life proves that small, consistent decisions create massive results over time. He reminds us, the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Build good habits early. Saving, reading, learning, staying curious. Because once bad financial habits set in, they're hard to escape. Another Buffett gem. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. He doesn't believe in blind luck. He believes in preparation. The more you learn about money, the less fear and uncertainty you'll have. Knowledge compounds just like money does. And when it comes to choosing a path, Buffett advises, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Before you pick stocks, pick up books. Before you chase opportunities, build your skills. If you improve yourself by just 1% every day, Buffett says, you'll dramatically increase your lifetime earning power. Buffett also urges patience. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. In life and business, shortcuts are illusions. If you stay disciplined and think long-term, you'll naturally outlast people who are looking for overnight success. So here's the big question. If an 11-year-old kid from Nebraska, with no special background, no connections, no inheritance, could turn $100 into a $130 billion fortune, what's stopping you? Buffett's answer would be simple: nothing but yourself. Start planting your financial tree today. Save before you spend. Learn before you leap. Be patient when others panic. And remember his golden rule: be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. That mindset, applied consistently, has built one of the greatest fortunes in history. Buffett isn't challenging you to become him. He's challenging you to become you at your best, to make money work for you instead of the other way around, to build wealth not for its own sake, but for freedom, security, and the ability to help others, despite billions. Even today, Buffett lives in the same modest Omaha house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. He eats McDonald's breakfast every morning, never owns flashy cars, and doesn't believe in wasting money on status. Why? Because he knows money is a tool, not a trophy. Buffett often says, if you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you do need. This mindset helped him stay grounded while building Berkshire Hathaway into a global empire. Wealth is not about showing off. It's about freedom. He believes every dollar is a seed. You can spend it today for a tiny pleasure, or plant it and let it grow into a forest that feeds you for life. That's why he says, do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. If you want to stop trading your time for survival, start treating your money as a worker. Make it earn while you sleep. And if you want true independence, remember Buffett's warning. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money. Build habits now. Discipline, patience, constant learning. They will pay you dividends greater than any stock. Don't wait for the perfect time. Time itself is the greatest compounder. Plant your seeds today, so your future self can live in the shade of trees you planted when no one was watching. The clock is ticking, and Buffett would remind you, you can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Start now. Subscribe to Moneycraft, where you learn to craft money, not chase it.